Okay, last video is going to be about how to cite and annotate your secondary sources. Once you've found them and tested them with the CRAP test, you're ready to put them in NoodleTools. So I'm going to show you with an example from a source, the same source that I used as an example for finding a scholarly source. So here's my source. I printed it to OneNote, and I read it and I annotated it. And then I completed the CRAP test for this source. Went through all of this, and again, this part is not required as part of the CRAP test, but I highly recommend that you fill this out now because in a minute you'll see how easy it is to turn all of this into your annotation. So now I'm going to go to NoodleTools. I'm going to create a new source. I found it on a database. I found it in ProQuest, but it was originally published in the journal Studies of American Fiction. Okay, so the name of the database, I can just pick ProQuest from the drop-down menu because it's associated with EC. Here's the URL, access date today. The author is Melissa J. Homestead. I only remember that because I was just looking at it, not because I actually memorized it. The title of the article is super long, but I did copy it over in my CRAP test, so I'm just going to copy it, paste it from here. It started on page 207 and ended on 229. It was in the Studies in American Fiction, Volume 43, Issue 2, Fall 2016. Okay, so that's my citation. That's all done. Now for my annotation. First, I'm going to do the summary. So for the summary, because I did this optional chart at the bottom, I don't have to write anything new for my annotation. I'm just going to copy and paste the summary right here. And then I'm going to do my evaluation. For each part of the CRAP test, I'm going to put C, R, A, or P in parentheses, just to distinguish it from the rest of the paragraph. So again, you see, if you have done the CRAP test and you wrote it in complete sentences and you got it checked off, then all of this is just a matter of copying it and pasting it over into NoodleTools so that you can format it into the annotated bibliography format. So really, like, I should have started timing myself, but to create the citation and the annotation, I'm going to guess it's taking me less than 3 minutes total. And then finally, I'm going to do quotations and explanation. And again, because I already filled this out, I can just copy and paste here, and then copy and paste here, copy and paste here, and copy and paste here. Okay, now I'm going to go back and clean up the formatting a little bit. So I want to use bold to indicate quotation number 1. And then quotation number 2 starts here. And then I also want to use bold to make the parts of the CRAP test stand out. This is going to make the formatting look really nice when you produce it for your annotated bibliography. It's going to make it a lot easier for me to find and to grade. And remember, the easier you can make it for your teachers to grade, the better. They're more likely to be in a good mood when they grade it. So I'm going to bold evaluation, and then I'm going to bold summary. Okay, so this is the entire annotation. I press save, and then I'm going to tag this as a secondary source. Okay, so this is a huge annotation, but this is what an annotated bibliography looks like. And if I were to go and export it to Word, I would get the actual annotated bibliography. In OneNote, I have an example for you, and I've noted what each part of it is. This is a 2.5-page annotation. And if that feels really overwhelming, remember that if you can do the first 2 CRAP tests successfully and get them checked off, you don't have to do any of the evaluation part for the remaining 3. The reason why we still want you to do the quotation and explanation is that's going to give you a lot of evidence that you could potentially use in your actual research paper. Okay, I think that's it for creating your citations and annotations in NoodleTools.